So for different classes, I have different strategies for note-taking. So if the professor, I know that they'll routinely post their PowerPoints beforehand, then I'll just download the slides before going into class, and then I'll have it saved on my laptop, and then I'll upload it onto OneNote on my laptop, and then I'll make notes on the side, and it just saves a lot of time during classes. And I can also add in little drawings off to the side. But if the professors don't post the slideshows beforehand, then I'll just bring in my notebook and write everything down by hand.
I would say my preferred method of note-taking is probably writing it down. I feel like that's probably the best way because it makes it easier for me to remember. It's just like writing like the writing it down with pen and paper. I feel like that goes for every course for me. So like I'm not really good with taking digital notes. So because I tend to get distracted easily. So I tend to use the physical notes, and yeah, that's what works for me.
My preferred method for note-taking tends to be digital notes, so using an iPad or computer. It varies by class. Some classes are more notes, others are more like problems and math questions, so I would rather write those out or use Excel because then I can use like formulas and things like that. I find that easier. If it's a lot of actual writing, I like to write by hand because then I find I remember it better. And then I can go back and rewrite or re-highlight later on. But it does depend on the class. Like some classes I find it easier to just have paper. Some classes it's easier to type, and that's something that you just kind of learn as you go. So I would always bring paper and my laptop and my iPad to the first day of class, kind of get a feel for how the class is going, and then I know what I prefer. But it is just kind of trial and error depending on the class, depending on if we get the PowerPoint before class or not. So it was definitely just trial and error for me.